Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the world of eco-friendly SUVs with the top 10 best hybrid SUVs of 2024. Whether you're looking for a fuel-efficient family hauler or a luxurious plug-in hybrid with performance, we've got you covered. So, buckle up and let's hit the road. 10. Kia Sorento. The Kia Sorento PHEV is one of the small handful of 7-seat plug-in hybrids on the market, and being a Kia, it doesn't come with an exorbitant price. For a company car driver with a family in tow, this could be a done deal. It makes use of a 1.6 turbocharged petrol engine and a beefier electric motor than you get in the underwhelming Sorento HEV hybrid, as well as a larger 13.8 kilowatt-hours battery pack. Kia claims that it can travel up to 35 miles on electrons alone, which slots it into the 12% BIK band. Performance is good in both electric and hybrid running modes, and while it's hardly a vehicle to inspire a more spirited style of driving, it does at least handle with plenty of confidence, even if it wallows a bit on lumpier stretches of road. 9. Volvo XC60. Like the rest of the Volvo plug-in range, the handsome Volvo XC60 has been treated to some choice upgrades to its electrical hardware. The biggest change is the adoption of a larger 18.8 kilowatt-hours drive battery, which takes the car's EV range capability to around 50 miles according to WLTP figures. Not only does that make this sybaritic SUV an even more relaxing companion, it drops it into a wallet-friendly 8% BIK band for business users. It also means you can use plenty of short-range electric running to save money on fuel. As before, there's a flagship T8 version that serves up petrol-electric combined might of 395 bucks, but it weighs in with a price tag that's uncomfortably close to 70,000 pounds. Better is the T6, which musters a still very respectable 345 bucks and a 0-62 miles per hour time of 5.7 seconds, which is plenty for a near 2-ton SUV, especially one that prioritizes cruising comfort over the hijinks, cornering, and ticks at rivals such as the BMW X3 Target. Better still, its motor and battery are identical to the more powerful version, so you get the same refined and effortless urge when you're traveling on electricity alone. 8. Hyundai Santa Fe. Not only is the Hyundai Santa Fe an Autocar Award winner, it's available with one of the widest array of powertrains, including pure ICE, hybrid, and plug-in options. Of the three, it's the latter that best suits the character of a car that's as likely to be tackling the school run as it mooching along motorways. With a combined output of 261 BET, there's just enough energy for brisk acceleration, while the accurate and assured handling is matched to a decent dose of comfort. Few cars are as relaxing to drive. If there's an issue, then it's the fact the Korean machine is limited to an EV range of just 36 miles, meaning it falls into a 12% BIK banding. However, given the Santa Fe undercuts some of the premium models in this list on price, you won't be stung by as much as you think when it comes to paying tax. 7. Lexus NX. Refinement feels like it should be a natural quality of the hybrid SUV, but few of them offer as much of it as the Lexus NX. Lexus has been making electrified SUVs for longer than most car companies, of course, but it's the company's habitual focus on filtering out the outside world and lavishing fine attention to detail on producing a really relaxing driving experience that shines through in the NX. This is a mid-size, 5-seater SUV size to compete with anything from a Range Rover Evoque to a BMW X3. Available with a choice of electrified powertrains, as a 350 hours self-charging 4-cylinder hybrid or 450 hours plus plug-in option. It doesn't railroad private buyers into living with a PHEV option that may not suit them. 6. BMW X1 xDrive 25e and -30e. BMW's second entry in this top 10 really proves how quickly PHEV technology is improving. 3 years ago, only a handful of electrified mid-size SUV were rated for more than 40 miles of electric running, and most of those priced at a premium even when sold by non-premium brands. Today, however, even with the rampant inflation we've seen since then, you could pay less than £45,000 for a mid-sized SUV rated for more than 50 miles of EAR electric range, provided you know where to look. The BMW X1 is where. Renewed in 2022, this car is offered with 2 PHEV powertrains in addition to cheaper ICE powertrains, the X1 xDrive 25e and xDrive 30e. 5. Porsche Cayenne. The Porsche Cayenne remains the segment's defining performance SUV. It has always offered knockout performance powertrains, of course, but in this latest 2024 model year facelifted third-generation version, it puts at least as much emphasis on tech-savvy plug-in hybrid power in order to keep the car relevant as the high-powered business executive status SUV of choice. Between Cayenne E-Hybrid, Cayenne SE Hybrid, and Cayenne Turbo E-Hybrid versions, There are now 3 PHEV models to choose from, and while none quite compete with rivals of the longest electric range on this list, all qualify for an 8% BIK band. 4. Range Rover Sport P460e. Now, in its third generation, the most dynamic of all Range Rovers is, unsurprisingly, the best sport yet. At the heart of the car's appeal is the brand's latest plug-in hybrid drivetrain that combines a lusty turbocharged Ingenium 3.0-liter straight-six with a gearbox-mounted electric motor and very generous 38.2 kilowatt-hours battery. The result is an impressive electric-only range of up to 74 miles. That means, provided you don't put too many heavy options or big alloy wheels on your car, it could become the only other way in this top 10, along with the Mercedes GLC 300e to get access to a 5% BIK classification. In terms of conceding luxury, there's not a car on this list that can match the Range Rover. Its spacious and opulent interior, dripping in rich materials, and the sort of slick tech that adds plenty of showroom appeal. 3. Kia Sportage PHEV. Cars with 2 engines rather than one, as well as enough drive battery for a significant amount of electric running, typically don't come cheap. It can also be tempting to look past the list price of a plug-in hybrid to its benefit-in-kind bracket without realizing the defining impact that former has on how much it may take out of your monthly pay packet. And so, for PHEV to be really tax-efficient in 2024, it must offer a blend of electric range and value, which is precisely what the Kia Sportage PHEV does. You'll have to look long and hard for a family car as practical as this that has more than 40 miles of lab test certified electric range and so qualifies for 8% BIK, and that can also be snapped up for little more than £40,000. The Sportage is a fairly compact SUV but offers adult-appropriate passenger accommodation in both rows of seats and a robust and high-quality cabin. 2. BMW X5 xDrive 50e. A refreshed version of the BMW X5 landed in showrooms in 2023, and as before, the star attraction of the plug-in version is its creamy smooth 3.0-liter straight-six, which works in tandem with an electric motor to give both a startling turn of speed and surprisingly low running costs. Given its head, this combination musters an impressive 485 buck, while the electric motor has enough urge to make the car feel brisk enough while mooching around. Speaking of which, thanks to an enlarged 25.7 kilowatt-hours battery, the X5 can travel on pure electricity for up to 66 miles, which is both nifty and allows the car to qualify for the UK government's 8% BIK tax bracket. In spite of the increase in curb weight, this BMW causes the scales to creak under strain of 2,495 kilograms. The 50e drives as well as any BMW X5 there's ever been. And for those who don't know, that's a high dynamic marker for a large SUV. 1. Mercedes-Benz GLC 300e. If it's the potential for lots of electric-only running that attracts you to the idea of a plug-in hybrid SUV, whether that be for what it saves you at the petrol pump or on your annual P11D form, there is currently one contender that stands out clearly from the field: the Mercedes GLC 300e. Mercedes fitted a whacking great 31.2 kilowatt-hours drive battery to this car as part of its second-generation version, which would have been unusually large for a full-size luxury SUV, let alone a mid-size one. It makes the GLC 300 good for a claimed 83 miles of EAR tax-qualifying electric range, and one of few cars in this list that will get you a 5% BIK qualification even if you lavish plenty of options on it. So, there you have it, folks, the top 10 best hybrid SUVs of 2024. Remember, this list is just a starting point, and the best choice for you will depend on your individual needs and preferences. Do your research, take some test drives, and find the perfect eco-friendly SUV for your adventures. Like and subscribe for more car content. Let us know in the comments which hybrid SUV is your favorite, and why. What other car topics would you like to see covered?